Welcome to What the Hell. Today we're going to be at a barbecue cook-off. Right now they're judging on the baked beans. Delicious beans.
I wish I could smell it, but I can't because my nose sucks.
Oh, the allergies and everything?
Dude, it's bad, man. My nose has been horrible for years.
Really?
Yeah.
I literally had a guy tell me that he had his sinuses removed from his body.
Dang, maybe I should have mine removed so I can smell.
I know, right? But what this is right now, basically is they're going off of taste. They're jotting down what they actually like about it and everything like that, and just different flavors and everything. Like some people put a lot of maple in theirs and brown sugar and bacon. They're saying that if it's too much bacon, they chunk it out.
Like they disqualify you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Man, dude.
But that's how some people make their stuff.
I know. But what's really funny is like with the rib competition and everything like that.
Yeah.
You can't have it to where it falls off the rib, the bone. You can't have it to fall off the bone.
But that's like the best way.
I know.
I don't get it.
I've never got that. It is so weird on some of the stuff that actually.
There's like so many rules.
There is so many rules on this, but you know, it's. I mean, it really is when the ribs are like just the meat's falling off of a bone.
Just melts in your mouth. It's so good.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard. They're going to be hot with heat and they may be hot with ice.
Pat, are they done? Oh, they're still passing around.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to say, well,
So what are they eating right now?
Just the beans.
Just beans, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get one taste.
be it good, be it bad.
One taste.
Yeah, you got to clear your mouth.
You drink in between.
I'm not a big fan of beans. I don't think I would like this if I was trying this.
Actually, baked bean, Boston baked beans.
A lot of these teams will sit here and they'll submit smoked beans. Cowboy beans. I mean, they're not your run-of-the-mill plain Jane. I mean, these things have got some heft behind them.
Yeah?
I know 2 years ago, whenever we did this event, I judged every.
Yeah. Cool.
I went home and quickly fell into a food coma.
But no, I had there's a place in St. Louis my brother-in-law went to, and he asked for the recipe because the beans were that good. I was like, yeah, I can give you the recipe, but it won't do you any good. The reason why is because they have the beans right underneath all the meat they cook, so all the fat drips into the beans.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds good.
That sounds so sexy, doesn't it?
Damn, hell yeah.
But yeah, there's like some cutthroat competition with this stuff.
I didn't know that.
I've actually seen outtakes on YouTube one day as just people just throwing things that can't believe that they lost and everything, so it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah. But how do they do like the judging on this? They just
Well, you get a sheet, and between, I think it's like 1 and 10, every sample you get, I mean, it's a fresh, clean spoon. Usually take a drink of water, or if they've got pickles, whatever, in between bites, you got to cleanse your palate. So that way you start over fresh. You don't get that residual from the previous sample.
Yeah, because
and it's all randomly numbered. You don't know who submitted what.
Yeah, okay.
And what they'll do is they'll tabulate the scores. You can give, multiple entries the same score.
Okay.
So the way that works is that they tabulate it at the end of it, and I think it's like, they go from the first round, and the goal is to get to the final table where you place. And so based on how well you place, you're going to get the corresponding number of championship points. And they take these points that they win here onto the next event, and it's a cumulative score that carries you all the way to the end of the year, or to the end of the season, where they assign a champion or a grand champion.
Yeah, because they were actually talking about that some of the cooks only come in and they only do it for points, and they leave.
Yeah. I mean, the grand champion gets like $1,000 at the end of the year. I mean, they don't do this to get rich at all. So most of these teams, by the time they hit the end of the driveway to hit for an event, they're already $500 into it. That's meat, fuel, supplies, everything.
Yeah.
You, sir, have your own thing to do. You turn around.
Where?
Pay no attention to the men behind the curtain.
Trust me, we're not doing anything or saying anything inappropriate against y'all. Ah, dang it. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't eaten all day. That's pretty bad. I did this 2:30, getting up at 2:30, go down to Fort Worth real quick, go to Black Rifle grand opening. They didn't show up until like 10 o'clock, but I did get to see Jack Manaville. He's freaking hilarious. He's on Instagram. He does like stuff with his dog.
Yeah.
And he just yells at his dog and everything. And he brought his dog up there, Taco.
Yeah.
And it's just a cute little bulldog. I was like, oh man, that bulldog is so freaking awesome.
The case. Good boy.
Dude, you're supposed to eat the food that's here. You're supposed to get you a plate. There's
Well,
hot dogs outside, and chips and shit.
I love Chick-fil-A.
Hell yeah. It is really good.
Well, it's not like you can really put on mountains of calories eating Chick-fil-A because it's the Lord's chicken.
Yeah. But another way to get the taste buds and everything like that is actually to smell coffee beans.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of perfume places,
Yeah.
they'll have like bowls of coffee beans, and you sniff the perfume or the cologne, and then you sniff the beans. It's what I learned when I was in Bahrain.
That is so weird.
Well, okay, thinking about it like this is all that stuff is getting stuck into your nose.
Yeah.
And you need something that counteracts that smell.
And so coffee is the thing that does it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. Well, it's a strong aroma that I guess it's your brain just picks up and clicks out.
Yeah.
Or have you ever been into one of those nasty houses and you smell that house
Oh,
for
yeah.
3 days?
Oh,
That's because
yeah.
all that stuff is stuck in your nose. So if you go in and you smell like coffee beans or something that has a more potent odor and everything,
Yeah.
it gets rid of that.
Or smell, wait for it, what the Rock is cooking. You're welcome, I'm here all day.
And I heard like another thing that you can do is like, I remember doing like the Coke Pepsi challenge a whole, like back in the day. Like I was like teenager. Like they were trying to do like, can you tell the difference between Coke and Pepsi?
Yeah.
And so in order to like, like reset the palates like they're doing with like the water, coffee and all that, we were using crackers. So they gave us a drink of either Coke or Pepsi. We had to eat a cracker and then we took a drink of the other product. So I guess crackers works too.
I guess. Now, the strangest thing with crackers, though, someone told me, and he said, it was like, oh, it's a white person thing. It's, dipping crackers in milk. That's a white people thing, and that's what we do. I'm like, no, it's not. Dude, I mean, of course, he's the same guy I had to tell. I told him that, man, this place smells like you got glaucoma. He was high as hell, and for the next 30 minutes, next 45 minutes, he thought he had glaucoma. So,
Okay, this is something that I've always wanted to do. Watch as they approach the green. They're analyzing their lie, checking their lane, pulling up any ball marks. They're cleaning up the ball marks on the green. This is for all the marbles.
they're switching.
They've put away the long putter. They're pulling out the short putter, analyzing it. The way that he removes the lid, dipping the spoon, stirring it, because you can't be too sure. You always have to measure twice and cut once. As he makes his putt, look at that,
He's looking in the spoon.
and
Put
there
in.
it is for the birdie.
Full shove.
For the birdie. That was a beautiful work of art right there. And ladies and gentlemen, that's my golf commentary. Thank you very much. I don't think that I could ever be a PGA guy, a PGA announcer. I couldn't do it. You really can't, because I would get too excited. I would get too into it. It would be one of those situations where it's like, let's say Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
He's at the tee, and I would be like, he smacked that ball so far down the fairway, you'd swear it was his ex-wife.
He probably would just turn around. She was the one that beat me. I was the victim. I should have defended myself.
You know how like you'll see those variant covers that people will they'll print out, they'll design and print out for their video games. You know, like Madden or whatever, or MLB The Show. Well, I made my own variant cover for Tiger Woods 2009, right?
Was it him with a black eye and a broken arm?
Well, the front
And a couple of hookers in the background?
the front was his mugshot, where he's all beat to shit. And then on the back cover, it was his crashed up SUV. And then it had all the regular, like I took out all the EA stock photo stuff that they'd put in there for like screenshots from the game and stuff, and then left all the descriptive narrative stuff that EA will put on those game covers for things like PlayStation or Xbox, right?
Yeah.
And I just put my own photos in, and I put like a bent 9-iron. And then I put a picture of his first wife down there on the bottom cover, or bottom corner. You know, and I changed the rating from E to everyone to a DV for domestic violence. It was great. You know, like every time somebody would come over to the house and they'd see this cover that I built, I put together with my own, you know, blood, sweat, and mouse clicks. They'd just be like, dude, that is so wrong and fucked up on so many different levels. But I'm like, you know what? I'm out of line, but I'm not right. I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Something like that, you're usually not wrong. You're like, is it untruthful? Nah, but dude, really? Did you have to print? Yeah.
Is it Savage or is it Memorex?
Yeah, savage.
Yes. You can have the seat back now.
Gabe doesn't like me that very well.
He doesn't like being on the phone. He doesn't like doing it.
No, he just doesn't like me very well.
It's not that.
Well, to be fair,
It wouldn't be the first person. Wouldn't be the
I
last.
don't like him. I'm kidding.
I like them.
He's got a couple of screws loose.
Kinda. But hey, don't we all?
Yeah, I know. So the scoring is done for the Beans.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
What's next?
Almost. You got one more. No rush.
No pressure.
Are they doing like a different like food product after the beans?
We do chicken.
Chicken
Yeah,
next.
Chicken
Oh,
is next.
Nice.
Okay.
So we had beans first round. Next is going to be chicken.
Yeah.
Cool.
And chicken is kind of different how you actually develop it, because you got the beer can chickens that they prop up and everything. Sometimes they do a rotisserie style,
Yeah.
but they usually just smoke the chicken. It's kind of, it's not difficult, but if you get the right spices and everything, like yesterday I seen one where they smoked the chicken, but what they did was they took lemons and took out all the inside of the lemon, poured vodka in the bottom one, pepper, put it on top of it, and put toothpicks in it, and smoked it for a while.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was like, that probably is freaking delicious.
I would like to see how a lot of these people cook their food. Like everyone's different, like everyone's method. That'd be cool to see. Like go behind the scenes and like look at each person and see how they
you
do
can
it.
just go online and check it out. It's like when I was out at the Drinking Bros podcast down in Austin. They were talking about the first Caesar salad, and I busted out. It's like, it's $136.
God.
Yeah, and I can tell you how it's made. It's only made to where it only costs probably about $13.
Oh yeah.
Because all it is,
They jack the prices up.
here's the secret to the original Caesar salad. It costs $136. It's 1 egg yolk, mustard, olive oil, pepper, garlic, and grated Parmesan. Mix it all up and everything, and you take the 2 ramen leaves and you put it in there, mix it up in there, you put it nice, and it's only like 5 leaves.
Yeah.
And it's a full leaf. It's not chopped up or anything like that. And you put it on the plate in a nice oily fashion, and then you shred Parmesan cheese on top of it.
Huh.
That's it.
But damn, it's so expensive.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, it's an expensive restaurant. So,
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
that's
beans, we are done with the beans. So we're going to go ahead and close this up. And we're going to get onto the chicken here in a little bit. All right, people. All right, now we're on to the chicken, smoked chicken. I wonder. Smell that. You can smell that. Can you smell that?
No,
from
I
here?
still can't smell.
You still can't smell.
I can't smell that.
Dude.
Cameras and stuff back here. My phone's still charging, so I'll be back later to pick it up.
Yeah, man, it sucks. I can't smell.
How do you have? No wonder you can't freaking love barbecue like everybody else. Yeah, he ends up coming to a barbecue competition. Doesn't really. He just announced while we're off camera and everything. It's like, dude, I really don't. I really don't eat barbecue all too much. I'm like, I don't really like it. I'm like, dude, it has to be your smell. Because smell and taste are so intertwined and everything like that. Now they're getting ready for digging in.
Oh, each one gets a whole plate.
No, what they do is they take a piece. They use the utensils because of COVID and everything like that.
Oh, that's right. They're
use
going to cut off one piece.
Yeah, they cut off a piece. They had allowed one bite. They're allowed to smell it and everything, get the flavors into
Better be
their
a big
nostril,
bite. Yeah.
since they can smell, and then they're allowed one taste.
Better be a big bite.
And it's a 1 to 10 point scale.
All right, here we go.
Yeah,
Some plates are opening.
You look at these people's faces. Some of them take it serious. They're like, I got this. I got this. We're gonna
Eat some
really,
chicken.
we're gonna judge this stuff. Like I said, I really wish to take one person to take one big drumstick and just pull it all in their mouth and just rip all the meat off the bone of it.
Dude, from what I can see here, some of it looks pretty damn good.
Dude, smoked chicken?
Oh, man, that one's dark looking.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. So they only take one bite and jot down 1 to 10 how much they like it and everything.
All right.
I don't know if they do any notes or anything like that.
So this is like the first person's chicken, and then the next set of chicken is going to be like the second team?
See, they're passing it down.
Okay.
See, seeing them outside doing, because they have their own rubs and everything, their own spices and everything they mix together.
Yeah.
What they do is they put it underneath the skin and a little bit on top of the skin. You put it underneath the skin so it absorbs into the meat.
Yeah.
And then you basically get a little bit on the skin. You get that fat, juicy stuff on there. But like I was telling you, there's several ways to do chickens the way I mean, what's really strange is a lot of the dark meat has a lot of the flavor in it.
Yeah.
While the white meat, for some ungodly reason, it has a little bit of flavor in it, but a lot of the flavor you lose a lot of it on the white meat.
Yeah. So, do you like dark meat or white meat better?
I love dark meat.
Dark meat. What's the best way to cook your chicken? Like, if you eat chicken, what's the best way to eat it?
Okay, if I cook the chicken, the best way to do it is eat the chicken by itself first, because
You know what I mean? Like, do you bake it? Do you fry it? Barbecue it?
it all depends. Like, you can get like I'll even admit Snoop Dogg,
Yeah.
fucking great recipe for fried chicken.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I bet.
Yeah,
Coming from Snoop Dogg,
what he does is he takes Doritos, crushes it all down and everything, mixes it up into an extra thing. He puts it into the wet, which is egg whites and everything.
Yeah.
Puts it in the flour, and then he puts a little bit of the Dorito crunches on top of it. Dude, I tried that one day. Really great.
Yeah? What kind of Doritos? Just like nacho, ranch?
Whatever you want to put in it.
Yeah. I would probably do ranch.
Yeah. But yeah, it was kind of funny because him and Martha Stewart had their own show, had their show together,
Yeah?
and they do recipes together. And everything.
I heard about that.
Yeah. What's really funny? Only one of them has been convicted.
I don't think it was Snoop Dogg.
No, it wasn't. Snoop Dogg wasn't convicted.
That's funny.
But Martha Stewart's not a snitch.
She better not.
No, that was the whole thing. She wouldn't snitch. That's the reason why she got arrested.
Yeah, damn.
She was sent in prison.
So what did she go to prison for again? I forgot that whole story.
God, it's not fraud. It's hold on. I have the interwebs.
She looked like that one might have been spicy. Oh, yeah, she got to take a drink after that one.
Yeah,
She was choking on it.
probably hit a security frauds. Basically, insider trading.
It's what?
Insider trading. What's really funny is a lot of financial groups that deals with stocks and everything.
Yeah.
There's an actual group that deals with insider trading. They do insider trades. Which, I mean, it's legal until somebody wants to press it.
Yeah. I don't know how none of this shit works.
I mean, look at Congress.
Yeah.
Most of those congressmen that's been in for a while, the way they do it is they have their spouses do all the sales and everything. Like, oh yeah, we just had this company bid for this, and we give them the contract. So they put a lot of stock in that company. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, see, someone actually some of them are actually using a barbecue sauce top, which I don't like doing. I'll use a dip afterwards, but I'll never cook
Cook it in the sauce.
cooking the sauce because I mean, it's depending on how you want it, really. Because a lot of them have that, they'll get because it's a glaze, it's kind of like a glass.
Yeah.
And when you bite into it, you get that taste and everything. And sometimes you get underneath, there's a lot of the sauce that just shoots down. You know, you get the taste of the sauce, and you'll get the taste of the meat and the sauce.
Like too much sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't even like barbecue sauce all too much either, because
No?
I don't like vinegar.
Yeah.
A lot of them use apple vinegar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know, I had a terrible experience when I was maybe 11 or younger. I was at home alone with my grandparents, you know, and they had left to go do something. And I was sitting there looking through the fridge trying to find something to drink. And I didn't know what apple cider vinegar was. All I saw was the word apple cider. I was like, oh boy, apple juice. I'm going to take a drink of this. Dude. Oh, God, dude. I had that taste in my mouth for about 30, 45 minutes. I was eating food left and right, trying to get it out. It was gross. And then I finally ate a Butterfinger and it was gone. That one looks good right there.
I know, right? no sauce. It actually just looks smoked.
The chicken looks like it's bouncing every time he cuts it.
I know.
It looks so good.
So juicy.
I want to watch him eat it.
The food porn. How did it taste? Was it delicious?
I bet it was good.
I kind of want to know now.
I'm gonna sneak over and get me a sliver.
Yeah. Did they just throw that away? No.
Man, that one at the end looked like it's doused in sauce.
I hate it when they're doused in sauce. Mm-hmm. You got to really let the herbs and spices develop in it. You can't really. I mean, being a chef and everything like that, it's all about the balance of spices.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to have everything just right.
Yeah. Like,
oh, absolutely.
A lot of people that do the brisket.
Yeah.
When we get to the brisket, a lot of people they do the brisket, and they'll put. I've had some that had like a really good balance of actually herbs and spices.
Yeah.
But a lot of down to earth people, there's like just salt and black pepper. That's it. That's all you need.
Hell yeah. Some people go old school, man. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
And it works.
Yeah. Man, they're really into this.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you don't see like it's like poker faces with the food.
Dude, that tray is so full.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one.
Oh.
God, that one looks amazing. If I could put a bikini on that one, I would.
We going out to the pool, baby. That really does look delicious. But what's really weird when you're dealing with smoked chicken sometimes is you get that if you do it just right, you get this pinkness.
Yeah.
And the meat and everything, instead of like just plain white or plain like a really dark color and everything like that. You get it. It looks pink. I mean, it looks raw. It looks disgusting sometimes.
Yeah.
You ever seen that meme to where someone's like, I did chicken medium well, medium rare. I'm like, that's how you die.
Right?
That's
salmonella right there.
Yeah. It's so sad. It's something that's so delicious. It has to be cooked just right, or you die. There's no in between there. I mean, but like steak and other meats and everything like that. Like a steak, you can eat almost half raw. You just have to get the outer casing cooked to a certain temperature, and the meat inside cooked to a certain temperature. Because, well, how do you do your steak?
Well done.
Medium rare.
No.
Dude.
Gross, man.
I'm telling you this right now, it will change your life. My daughter, she never ate steak because her grandparents put it well done.
Yeah.
And they made it super dry. And they were like, "Oh, you need sauce." And my daughter was like, "Where's the sauce at?"
Steak sauce, yeah. A1.
No.
Yeah.
No. Trust me, I can make you a steak. Change your ways.
I can't see myself picking up a bloody slab and putting it in my mouth.
Not a bloody slab. I'm talking like medium rare, where it's a little pink inside.
Just a little.
Yeah.
I can't bring myself to it, man. It's
Dude,
tough.
I will like tie you to a freaking chair, have an open jaw and everything. Let the Oh, okay, it is good. You can let everything go now. It's either that or waterboarding. Change your way through waterboarding. Or it's also called the freedom baptism.
Freedom baptism?
Yeah. He'll change your weight.
Maybe slam that pen down hard.
I know. His judgment was final. I wonder how spicy this stuff is.
Right?
I mean, it's not supposed to be that spicy. Well,
No, there's rules on how hot you can have it.
that was one of the. That's one of the strange things that a lot of people I don't get is they make their stuff like unbelievably hot.
Yeah,
I understand there's people out there that like hot stuff.
I love hot stuff. That's why I always burp.
Well, I go on the factor of
Man, they're hot. There's another one.
I know.
My bad.
There's a difference between spicy and hot,
Yeah.
and a lot of people it's like Indian food. You can get the difference between spicy with the Indian food and everything like that.
Yeah.
And it's a different taste and texture. It's like I had this stuff when I was in Bahrain, little chip things and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like eating it. I was like, oh my god! And it took me probably around 20 years to find out what it was because an Indian guy told me what it was because I described it to the T as best as I possibly could.
Yeah.
So, but it's also
Hello.
no problem. I love doing this. So, do you actually watch our show? You actually watch our show on? It's on YouTube. You just take your camera on your phone and just go over it, and it will send you to our webpage. Just go all the way down. We're trying to self-search, but just go all the way down and hit the YouTube button, and it'll go straight to the YouTube channel.
My nephew has a podcast that grew up in Ohio. It's a sports podcast.
Yeah, we do sports. We do all kinds of stuff.
Thank you.
No problem, ma'am.
Check him out here. We appreciate you taking your Saturday and anything else with it out here.
Oh, I did my stuff at like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm still tired. So, no problem. I love doing this, and this is fun, and it gets me out there. So, it's
Come out for the garage sale next year. We did over 5,000 matches.
well, that was a couple of weeks ago because I came out for that. I just didn't record it or anything.
We had a guy that gave us boxes like that.
Oh yeah, the models. Oh wow. Yeah, dude, they had like any kind of model that you want for like World War II vehicles
Really?
to anime.
Huh.
Yeah,
At that garage sale?
yeah, it was only like $10 a box almost.
Damn.
10 to $5. Yeah.
Good.
No problem. No problem. Love doing this. That's one thing I love about this though. And I'll say it again. The reason why I love doing this is because that type of stuff, people's interaction and everything.
Yeah.
I was like, thank you for coming out. I was like, you guys do not understand how much enjoyment I get just for doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, I might say something that's really inappropriate. I might get looks. It's almost a constant.
Yeah.
It's like, did he just say? Yeah. Yeah.
That's part of it.
Yeah. Good thing about the internet. There's no law. Man, that's one thing it's really strange about this, because if I was doing it, you could tell how much enjoyment or how much non-enjoyment I am having with that food.
Yeah.
Because I might eat fast, because I'll eat faster than anybody.
Yeah.
But I'll end up taking like a good bite of something. I'm like, oh god. It's like, Dad, there's children around. You gotta stop this shit. I mean, that food's probably good, and it is good, but you need to stop Harry Met Sally type shit. We have one competitor that is getting very angry. Needs his food right there.
Give me food.
Yeah. Banging the table like a little kid. You know what's really sad that I really wanted to see today?
What's that?
Was just one of them just grab the food, take one bite and everything, go. Just chunking it. That'd be freaking hilarious. I'd pay good money to see that.
Hell yeah.
Just one is just. This is over. And this is actually over.
I think there's still one plate being passed around at the end.
No, no. That's it. All right, the chicken segment is over. Next segment, I think it's the ribs. It's the next. All right, now we're on to ribs. And here's a strange thing about ribs when they're being judged and everything. The meat is actually not allowed to drip off the bone if it's stringed out. Oh, and I forgot to introduce Gabe's not with us anymore. He had to go home and do some stuff. We got Marcia.
I'm not Gabe. I'm Marissa.
Marissa. Okay, we got Marissa here. Now, the thing about ribs is they can't fall off the bone, but they still have to be juicy. It has to be like a happy medium when they do it. And the best way to get that, though, is butcher paper.
This is brisket, right?
No, this is the ribs.
Okay.
Brisket won't be until 3.
Okay. I have a question, unrelated. What part of the meat is brisket? Because I didn't know that.
It's... I don't want to lie to you.
Don't look it up. I want to know, because I didn't know when someone asked me, so.
No, it was, it's more chuck.
So roast, would that mean it's the butt then?
I
didn't know either, so. It's like, it's roast, it's meat, it's American, we eat it, it's good, so.
Because I forget sometimes. Because the round's the butt, top side. You got the rump, the flank, the sling. The brisket's the front part.
Okay.
Right here.
Ah, okay. Now
Yeah.
I know.
What's really sad is when you cut into the brisket, there's another part called the demoni cut, and that's where you got a lot of the fat and it's the cheapest steak you can get, and it is also the best steak you can get. It's the cheapest. In my opinion, it's better than the ribeye, which is actually the best. But the thing about the brisket, though, is the interior meat doesn't have a lot of fat into it, so you don't get that much juiciness into it. The only way to do that is to slow cook it.
Crock-pot.
Well, crock pots are right, but you're looking at smoking it, because you get that if you get it good enough, you can get it to where it goes at a certain temperature. Like, my best way to cook it is probably around about 210.
For a long time?
The way you cook a brisket is after about 6 to 7 hours, like any of this stuff, anytime you go past a certain time frame, halfway through, it's best to wrap it. Put a little bit of juice on it and everything like that. It could be vinegar, apple cider vinegar. You can inject it with some kind of liquid and everything to get the still keep the juices in there. And you wrap it. The best way to do it is butcher paper.
Okay.
You wrap it. A lot of people use tinfoil. Tinfoil. What happens with the tinfoil is you end up getting a lot of heat, more heat than you're supposed to.
Yeah.
But the butcher paper keeps a lot, because butcher paper has like a wax filling.
Yeah.
So it keeps a lot of the juices inside.
Have you ever done the reverse sear steak? That is I saw it on YouTube once, and that is the only way I'll cook steak now, and I never mess it up, and people love it.
You know what's even better than that?
What?
What you do is, like, this is how I cooked New York strip. Is I take the New York strip, I take the wood and everything like that, I burn it on that end, and I take the New York strip and put them all on the cold end. It's the same thing as searing. You get it crushed and everything first, and then you put it onto the other side, and it slow cooks. With New York strip, you need to slow cook it, only because it doesn't have a lot of fat. The fat actually gives you a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
Like the Damani cut, if you get it just right, when you bite into it, it's almost butter, and you never use butter. But doing that, slow cooking a lot of your meat, you have to do it. You can't do it super hot. If you're using like wood burner, you have to keep on that heat, like close eye. You can't sleep. You sleep a little bit. You have an alarm. You're up in another hour. You're checking that heat.
Yeah.
Make sure if you have to take some coals out, you take some coals out. You have to put some coals in. You have to put some coals in. But you also have to look at how close you put the heat towards the smoker box or away from the smoker box. It's a lot of scientific research on that.
I just bought my first cast iron skillet, like an adult, from Bed Bath & Beyond, also with pillowcase protectors.
How much did that cost you?
My cast iron skillet, it was on clearance for $13.99.
Okay, that's not bad. Because I got a whole set for like $40.
Oh, well, I mean, it was on clearance, but now I have my own. And pillowcase protectors. Nobody in my entire life has ever used a pillowcase protector. And I had these like grungy yellow, like at the corner of your pillow sticks out, and you're like, ew, what is that? I never bought pillows either, so I was like, I'm gonna buy pillows. One, they're expensive, like whoa. And two, if I'm buying them, I don't want them to turn dingy yellow.
Do you get the foam pillows?
No, the memory foam, I don't like those, but
You can get the cooling ones, and they're not that bad.
but you still need a pillowcase protector. Why don't people use it? You use a mattress protector.
No, for the memory foam one, it comes with it. Some of them
Like
come
a
with its
zippered
own-
case? Okay, well, somehow I had accumulated pillows my whole life without ever buying them, and I decided I was going to get rid of those, buy my own, and
Freaking
protect
savage.
them. Dude, I was military. I mean, it's like, where did this pillow come from? Some guy I moved out with. These are my parents. I don't know. So now I have only pillows, and they are protected. So I'm proud of that. And I have a cast iron skillet. So I'm going places this year. I also bought expensive sheets, which I highly recommend. It changes the quality of your sleep.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I've never been I usually just get I'm worried about the bed itself, the mattress. I just don't care about the sheets.
Well, maybe sometime, if I'm traveling, you can come sleep on my bed, because the sheets honestly improve the quality of your sleep. It was amazing. I swear to you.
Maybe.
It made my sleep so much better just because of the sheets.
All right, they're already getting into it. This group is actually being more facially vocal. The other ones, it was almost judging poker face.
Is there a time limit that they have to make their?
I don't know. Hold on, let me get. Is there a time limit? Excuse me, ma'am. Is there a time limit where they have to? I had a good question, and it so said I had to do this one. No, that's fine. Is there a time limit of how long they get the taste and everything like that? Because I know they can only take one bite, and they can smell it and everything. But how long do they have to do the judging?
I want them to judge it within 15 seconds.
15 seconds. Okay.
Because the reason being, your first initial bite, you should know exactly what's going on.
Okay, your first initial bite.
Shut the lid so we can put the lid on.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You hear me say, shut the lid, shut the lid.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And chicken, you saw chicken took forever. Ribs and brisket go quick.
Really?
Don't know why chicken takes forever, but it does.
Because everything tastes like chicken. You know why everything tastes like chicken?
Everything does not taste like chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken because God likes chicken. I watched it on Lucifer. I figured it's true.
I raise my own meat, so my meat is delicious. When I have the pigs done, I have the entire pig done as bacon smoked. If you've ever had a bacon smoked roast, it is the best thing you've ever had. And it's actually far cheaper than buying your own pork.
You have your own farm?
I have 5 acres, so I don't live there because there's a double wide on it that's uninhabitable, but I do have my animals there that I raise for meat. So,
Okay.
and pigs are also good because they're a quick turnaround, 6 months. If I wanted to do a cow, it's 2 years. So
Yeah.
that's it.
No, it's hey. Next time, get with me. I'll do a fashion pose. But oh man, I lost my train of thought. I was going to ask you something else. Oh no, I have a weird pig story because we used to have a potbelly pig when I was younger, and my uncle bought this potbelly pig. The damn thing was about it was probably around about 4 foot tall.
Potbelly or meat pig?
No, it was a potbelly.
Oh,
It was huge.
okay.
I mean, that thing is about that wide. It was probably about 3 to 3.5 feet wide. It was, and I might be exaggerating since I was a kid, but anyways, no. One day we're outside jumping on the trampoline or anything. This freaking pig just goats up on the doghouse and start making sweet loving to it.
Oh no.
And
yeah.
I'm talking afterwards, even like acted like it was tapping its ass.
So last 4th of July, okay, I just been broken up with, and I'm all bummed out at home, and I thought somebody was knocking on my front door. In my mind, I'm like, oh, it's him. He's coming. I open the door, and a pig runs inside my house, goes straight for the dog bowl, and starts eating the dog food. My dog and my cat are just like, what? And I'm like, what? And apparently there was this dog and pig duo that got separated because they were scared of the fireworks. And so it was obviously a pet pig, and I was stuck with it that night. But it was humping me, and the snout, it was bullying me.
Did you get raped by a pig?
No, I did not. But I was very upset.
You know what I just found
This
out?
is it. Look,
recent?
that's the picture of the pig in my house eating the dog food that
Oh,
I thought
wow.
was my ex on the 4th of July.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, who does this happen to? Who opens the door and there's a pig running?
You know that lady that was I just recently found this out. That lady that studied apes and monkeys? She got raped by one.
Well, I mean, that could happen.
But it's still
you,
one of those things.
I mean, I had, when I was younger, a Great Dane got me on the ground, and somebody, it wasn't going to rape me, but it was bigger than me, so something with opposable thumbs I could see as being very dangerous, especially if you're alone and unprepared.
Those are crazy strong. Like rip your face off strong. Man, the ribs are going fast. When we were doing the chicken, they took a little bit more time, and now, see, that's another thing I don't like is wet sauce on the ribs.
Why? You like dry rub?
Yeah. You get more flavor with the dry rub. You don't get that vinegary taste and everything.
Sauce is what you do if you don't really like something. Like, I'll just put sauce on it.
I'm totally in the same boat. Because the dry rub and everything like that, you get more of the flavor and everything.
Absorbed, yeah.
And I don't like vinegar. Every barbecue sauce, except for very few, use vinegar.
Yes.
And I don't like vinegar.
So you like it more sweet?
Not really sweet, but I just don't like the vinegar taste. Because I've had like really seasoned ribs, like Big Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Those ribs right there, they're seasoned. You don't have to put sauce or anything. And by the way, go to Big Daddy's on Tuesday and Thursday. They help support our cast every once in a while. They give us extra ribs, and they also give us those pepper poppers.
Ooh, everybody loves pepper poppers.
Yep. Yeah, and whenever it's funny is when I go, I don't get it. When Johnny goes, he gets the pepper poppers, extra ribs. He promotes it.
Johnny's looking full.
He's only had a couple of bites. Or he's trying to figure it out. He's
not liking
he's,
it? Or
he's not.
full? He's done? Not feeling good?
He's going in and he's about to explode it. I think Johnny's going to do my dream for the day. The only thing I wanted to happen is someone to toss the freaking plate across the room.
Have you ever done one of those like giant steak eating contests where you have to eat everything?
No, because I know my limits.
I was a TA for a football teacher in high school, and he took me to the football team, and I did it, and I immediately went out and puked in the parking lot for about 20 minutes. But
did you do the
like 60
Amarillo 72-ounce steak?
this was in California, but it was like the steak and
so it's
the
bitch
potato. No, it was huge, and like you had to drink a full drink and have like a side. It was awful. But I was so proud, and then it wasn't like a gross puke, it was just one giant, like, projectile meal, and then it was done. But it was free for me, so I made the coach proud.
Yeah, but free but make you sick is not really a good...
Dude, there's only, like, that much room in my stomach, and I ate probably, like...
You are freaking tiny, yeah. Okay, how many ounces was it, though?
70, 72. And you had the baked potato, and you had to have like another the salad.
Yeah, because you had to
and
do the
piece of
salad.
pie and drink the full drink. And I mean, there were other football players that came out and puked after me, but I was the first, and I was definitely all of it at once.
Okay.
So
it wasn't okay. Yeah, I know my limits. I know I only get like a certain. Well, I've always been the person that does fasting.
Oh, okay.
I eat breakfast, and like when I actually like worked in a factory and everything like that, I'll eat breakfast, and after I'm done with work, I'll eat something and I'll go to bed.
If I do that, I wake up in the middle of the night and I have like snack parties that I find in the morning where it's like, oh, I ate an entire bag of like pita chips in my bed last night.
You just gotta get your body used to it. I've been doing it for years.
I just eat small amounts because I don't like feeling full, so I eat all day long in small amounts.
Well, I can't really do that much anymore, only because of my acid reflux.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I eat a big meal right before I get into bed,
Then
I wake up and God.
That feeling is the worst. So no pizza for you after lunchtime.
I can't do pizza anymore.
You can't? Yeah, there's a lot of acidity in sauce.
Well, mangoes is another one I can't do too. I had a airman when it was I went in Kuwait. She ate so many mangoes that she literally got third-degree burns in the back of her throat and her tongue.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, mangoes have that much acid.
And the enzymes are really, really strong
Yeah.
too. The enzymes in mangoes and in pineapples can actually deteriorate lip filler. Random FYI, if you get your lips injected, don't eat too much tropical fruit.
That, and it also deteriorates your teeth too.
So.
But see, I don't like the glaze of the wet rub. It's just.
I wonder how many of them are spicy.
Oh man, I don't know. They're pounding water right now. So.
Yeah, that's why.
But no.
He's sweating.
Oh wow, he is sweating. Might as well get like a bucket for the sweat.
Sweat towels.
But no, there's a rib place, and I watched it on Dives, Diners, and Drive-Ins. There's a rib place in Oklahoma City, and they do the same thing. They do either a dry rub or they do wet rub, and they have a banana strawberry cake that is phenomenal.
Do you go to
I'll go anywhere to go eat.
the place that's in Lawton?
I really don't go to Lawton.
It's that famous little joint where you get the burgers that are the size of the
Oh, Mears?
Yeah, I love Mears burgers.
Man, the last time I had Mears burger, the burger didn't fill me. And I had
The
that
pie
big one.
plate?
Yeah. The pie plate one? Yeah, it didn't fill me up.
It's got less calories.
Of course, I
than
went with
chicken.
a linebacker. So, and he wasn't filled up. Now, and he looked at me and was like, "Are you filled up? Because you're tired." And I was like, "No,
Really
I'm not filled up."
lean.
It was really lean. That's the reason why. And I stopped liking that because
But
of
the
the lean.
cobbler.
The cobbler's good. The cobbler's good.
I just can't go there because I always forget to bring cash, and then the nearest gas station is like 20 minutes away, and I'm like, ugh. But I do like their burgers, Longhorn burgers. But now I have no cow meat, so.
Yeah. Man, someone gave me that I think it was like 85% lean fat and everything.
It's a different way. You gotta cook
Oh
real
my-
differently with it.
I chunked it. It was like eating sawdust.
No,
It was horrible.
there's
I thought it was a joke.
there's special ways that you have to
I
cook
thought it was a vegetarian beef patty. I was like, is this vegetarian? Are you trying to kill me? You know I have a thing. If I eat vegetarian stuff, if I eat the stuff that a cow eats, I'm very upset. I get killy. We do killy.
But you would love like the bacon that comes from my hogs. It is so thick because store-bought bacon now is just like paper fat.
I've been wanting a lot of I've been wanting like more extra meat on my bacon and
Like
everything.
real thick bacon.
Oh. Well, on 4th of July, because 4th of July, me and my brother-in-law will go out and cook and everything like that. It has like dozens of smokers. This one year, an old friend from high school came by and hung out with us. We were eating pork candy.
Okay, wait. What's pork candy?
Burnt ends is another one.
Okay.
Okay. And so, burnt ends are just basically fat and a little bit of meat.
Yeah.
This girl bit into it and was like, "Why is this so fatty?" I was like, "You don't know what burnt ends is? It's mostly fat. I mean, it's juicy, but it's mostly fat." And the way you cook it, because you have to almost cook it like 3 times.
Yeah. The restaurant downtown, it's one of the fancy ones that we rock to. I can think of the name of it. I'll have to look it up. They have deep fried bacon as like
Yeah.
the
Pride and Prejudice or the Highlander?
Highlander.
There we go.
Highlander has deep fried bacon and they serve it, you dip it in gravy.
Have you tried the, what was it, like Pride or Prejudice or something like that? It's Double Peak. But it's in the Wichita Falls Brewery.
No. Oh, inside the brewery?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had their brisket taco.
Dude,
Or
I had their
nachos.
britches nachos.
Nachos, that's what I had, yeah.
Dude.
Huge and amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
A friend of mine that we go to he eats with me every once in a while, but the only reason why he eats every once in a while because every time he eats with me, he almost dies. He gets bad bowel movements and he throws up. Anyways, first story is we went to Simple Greek.
I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, we both almost died because of that. The second place was that Pride and Prejudice, whatever the Prejudice, whatever it is, in the brewery, and we had the brisket nachos. And oh god, it was so good.
So that's one of the places that we're going to hit up at the Ranger Panty Brew Rock on June 26th. So people, if they're not feeling like drinking there, that's a good place to get food.
Yeah, it is.
Especially the nachos, the brisket nachos. So
Those were so delicious.
they were.
And I usually don't have vegetables on my stuff, but I
I
had
usually don't
vegetables
have
on them.
nachos, but somebody had a plate. And she's like, I can't eat all these, and I took one bite. I'm like, I'll finish that for you because this is amazing.
Oh, you took one bite. You're like,
I'll just
give
take
this
all-
here.
Yeah, you don't need all that.
I was like, well, I kind of want. And I was like, get the fuck back.
Yeah,
I will end you.
that was a surprisingly very, very good food. So,
Yeah.
and their tacos are good too, because it's hard to find good tacos in this area. I
Yeah.
think.
Wow, this went really fast. They're already done with the ribs. Because the chicken took probably around about 30 minutes, but the ribs have only took about 23. They're already done. And yeah.
Why are they not smiling? Nobody's smiling.
I'm telling you, they did the chicken and the beans. They did the same thing as everybody had poker face because I think they're thinking of the flavors and how it tastes and everything. See what kind of stuff they have into it.
It's like when you see people getting off of a ride and everybody's like just looks miserable and they're frowning. You're like,
or confused. They don't know. They don't know how they should feel.
As I figured out, that usually happens when they've been laying like face down in the sun and they're waiting like to get off the ride. That's why they're frowning. But
Oh, even worse. I'll say even worse. It's like you finally get that hot chick in bed and she's just a dead leg.
I wouldn't know about that. I've heard it's terrible though.
It is terrible. I'm one of the few men that I've ever talked to that I had to freaking fake it.
Oh no. Well, see, I'm passive aggressive. Like, if you're not doing something, I'll tell you what to do. Like, you need to tell me this. Show me that you want to do this. And like, what's the guy gonna say? No, I'm not gonna show you how bad I want you. Like, you're gonna pony up, dude. Like, so maybe you should try that with a chick. Like, you know, like, show me how much you want to do this or how excited you are. But in other words, because I say that,
man.
I'm like, here's the ball. Take it, hold it, run with it, bro.
I've come to the point though. I was like, that's the reason why I haven't dated in like 5 years.
Oh, yeah,
Because
dating sucks. It's like a naked interview.
One, it sucks, and two, I just
Yeah, I know.
we'll get it off camera. But yeah, the ribs are done, and they're about to get into
drinking lots of water.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the barbecue sauce is probably really hot.
Or salty too, or both.
Yeah, salty. Of course, you don't want to drink water when it's salty. You want to drink more milk.
I thought that was for spicy.
It's both, really.
To neutralizer.
Because if you drink water,
But could
you'll
you
get thirsty faster.
Imagine bringing milk out to like a rib eating
I've seen
competition.
people do that.
Oh, I don't think we did that. We have mini bottles of water.
All right, so we're done with the rib meat, and all right, now it is the brisket time. Do you know anything about brisket judging?
You know what? During our first brisket cook-off here, I did have the opportunity to do it. I have watched it, God knows how many times, and right now it looks like we have like a professional crew out here. I mean, we got 2 cowboy hats. We got a guy with a beard and his hat on backwards. I don't know if you've seen that guy over there with the American Legion ball cap.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that guy right there, he's been around the Legion and the VFWs enough times that he knows his way around that.
It is going a little bit faster.
It is.
The chicken went. Oh, by the way, I forgot to introduce Mike.
Mike. Yes.
Easy to understand. Now with brisket, it's really strange. Brisket, in actual competitions that I've actually been at, is you need to take the brisket. It's tedious. Some people do it one way, some people do it the other way. But you take the brisket, you find out how loose it is,
Right.
and then you got to check the ring for the smoke rings and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people.
And if you're into geology, it's kind of like an agate. You're looking for
Yeah.
those water lines.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not a geologist.
That's horrible.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, like a tree.
Oh,
Even better. You're looking at the bark
right.
of the actual meat, and most of the time it's actually the flavor.
Right.
Me, I'm more of the traditional to where I don't like barbecue sauce. If it needs barbecue sauce, it shouldn't.
See, I grew up in California. This is all new to me. I'm a seafood guy, to be honest. So
Okay.
brisket is still fairly new. I have found it amazing, and it's one of the reasons I won't leave Texas. Dad and my wife. My wife insists on staying here, so I'm kind of stuck. But I'm over here watching these guys, and I know the guy in the black over there is from Michigan.
Yeah,
and
and a lot of Northerns just found out about brisket.
I'm really kind of wondering what's going through his mind as he's eating that brisket and trying each one and going, man.
I was like, this week I had a person from Norway that was supposed to come up here and try the brisket.
Oh, see, that would have been really cool.
Because she and her husband is a pilot,
Right.
training here. And I was talking about the brisket and everything. And she's like, well, I've been here this long and I've never tasted brisket. And I was like, what kind of sacrilege is that?
Right, well, those people are fish people, too. The only difference between...
Yeah, she was telling me that she has like a stomach issue or something like that. She's more vegan and only eats fish and chicken.
Interesting.
She doesn't do a lot of red meat. She only
Right.
does it like once a month.
Right, it's harder to digest. But yeah, Norwegians, I don't think... Do they even have cows there?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, they have. Oh, well.
I thought they just ate fish and like osprey.
Have you
or
ever seen the
something.
Scottish cow?
Oh yeah, the coos,
Yeah, the really hairy ones.
Highland cows. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
They have something similar there,
Okay.
but they still have cows.
So do you think they make brisket out of their cows?
For some reason, even here lately, since they had like Diners, Dives, the Food Network,
Okay.
Northerns didn't even know about brisket. They've always it was always food-barred, and they never bought it.
Right. If they can't
You
mix
could,
it with
you could actually get brisket really cheap up north than you could down here in the south, because if
Wow.
you buy it so in bulk.
So are we still talking about Norway, or are we talking about Michigan?
Michigan.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So as a brisket cook, I would imagine it's a bit of a challenge to make sure that you put out a brisket that is.
Well, it's the same
that
thing
will
with
accommodate,
ribs.
especially in a place like Wichita Falls, where we have a large group of people from all over because of the military installation.
Yes, because you also have a lot of people that never really tried brisket or being able to cook brisket. Because brisket's one of those patience meat.
Right.
Because there's one, you have to trim it down with trim the fat down
Right.
at first, and it is more of an art form, because you have to you're technically wanting a certain shape.
Right.
Because you got the burnt in, and you got this little flab of meat that if you don't season the whole meat just right, you'll get like a big clump of the flavor that overpowers it, and when you cut into it, you get that on top. I had that a couple of weekends ago when me and my brother-in-law was doing the brisket,
Right.
and I mean, it was salty. It was so salty, and it's because you have to season it right, get it all rubbed down just right, temperature right before you put it on. It's like steak; you have to have it room temperature,
Right. Right.
and you have to get it to the point to where the whole meat is at. You have to take the temperature beforehand. You're constantly taking the temperature, and it's also how you wrap it after like the last 3 hours or so, depending on how hot you get your smoker and everything, is what you want. Of like, a lot of people use aluminum foil.
Right.
Aluminum foil, it dehydrates the meat a little bit more. But if you use butcher paper, the wax keeps the moisture in.
Ooh. See,
Lowe's-
those are tricks of the trade right there.
Yeah, it really is a learning process. Any kind of cook will tell you the learning process and everything like that. It's like what I was saying in the beginning of this was how much it cost for the original Caesar salad. $136.
Wow. Do you realize that people in France used to carry pineapples around as a show of, oh, hey, look at my wealth and look at my status?
Well, you couldn't.
It's a pineapple.
Well, think about it this way. Back then, aluminum plates.
Okay.
Back then, that was more. It was valued more than gold.
It was. So, not to sidetrack, but I'm watching some of these guys over here, and I'm looking at.
Are you looking at the guy from Michigan and his face?
You know what? It's almost like he's kind of lost. I'm looking
Like
at
he doesn't
John,
know what he's.
and I'm looking at John. He's kind of pondering. It's almost like a thought process for him. It's a deep, deep thought, and you look at him, and he's just
There was something going on.
right. And there might be something going on.
It's
up there.
it's like the gerbil finally got the energy to work.
Wow, yeah, you could. And then I'm watching the guy in the cowboy hat and the Star Spangled shirt, and that dude's got a poker face. He's not letting
Most
in
of
on
them are.
anything.
I mean, the guy in the was that Air Force hat?
Oh, the American Legion ball cap.
Oh, okay, American Legion hat. He's he's enjoying.
And you know what? He's a man of the cloth. So it's kind of yeah. What's he going to reveal?
Yeah, that is exactly how you do it. I mean, he's really feeling so much.
Well, right now he's on his phone and he's fixing to text somebody. I just had the best brisket I think I've ever tasted. I think that's what he just texted.
Yeah,
Very
he
well.
probably did.
And then I'm watching Maria over there in the corner wearing the blue shirt. she's got all kinds of tells. She'd be a terrible poker player.
Yeah, she.
Look at that face right there.
Yeah, she's going in. She's thinking. She's rolling her eyes back. Like,
somebody did not get a high score.
Am I choosing the right number?
Right. I don't think she gave that one a high score though.
Probably not.
She's over there trying to push it out of her teeth right now, and it's not looking good for that brisket.
That's another thing, is the looseness of the meat itself.
Is it?
Yeah.
What about the spaces between my teeth? Does that have an effect?
That might have an effect. If you have too big of a freaking... You just went off the really deep on that one. That's hilarious.
That's just random.
That just broke me. I was like, hey, you got a good point. And I was like, wait a minute. It shouldn't be a good point.
But it is.
Yeah, it is a good point.
I mean...
Because if you have a space and it is...
It doesn't matter how loose that,
that meat is.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at you really are looking at the stringiness of it. But we were talking about during the rib off brisket tacos.
Those are heavenly.
Not tacos, nachos.
Okay, and those are not bad either. Just sometimes you wonder how long that brisket's been sitting in the restaurant before they start throwing it on nachos. But we do have a place here in Wichita Falls that is.
It's Double P something. I don't know what it is, but it's at that brewery.
Oh, Wichita Falls Brewery.
Yeah, it's the Wichita Falls Brewery, but there's a restaurant inside of it.
Yes.
That's also in the Hamilton.
Oh, you know what? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's the same restaurant, and they also have a food truck.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's good to know.
I do unofficial investigations way too much.
Oh.
It's called stalking, but to get away from the cops, I do unofficial investigations.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I go if I like something, I go heavy into it.
Wow.
It's just I have to know everything about it. How he steps. Why aren't they looking? Why when I do my shrine to them? Why aren't they saying, "Oh, you're doing a good job"?
See, I'm kind of adamant about keeping things at arm's distance until I feel safe enough to move forward. That's interesting that you just dive right in without a safety net.
Oh yeah, it's fun that way though.
I would imagine there's a lot of adventure.
Oh yeah.
And how many times have you been chased out with a
dog bites are horrible.
Fair enough, but if you use antiseptic quickly, it's usually not bad. I mean, the infection won't last.
Oh, funny story. Talking about animal bites and everything. They have and I learned this from Evan Haver.
Okay.
He was in Africa and he was training these guys because of the poachers and everything. But they had a section to where you can pet a female lion. Did the same thing. It was something that I really wouldn't do. I mean, you're ex-EOD.
No, I was at ex-munitions.
Munitions, okay.
Right, so there's really not a high risk factor there.
I mean, if someone's banging a hammer on one of the big munitions, you're kind of...
It'll make you nervous.
Yeah.
It'll make you nervous, and really it depends on, sometimes it's the small munitions that scare you more than the big ones.
Well, what the thing is you could do this, but the only way they could do this is if they feed the animal first, the animal's docile after that.
Okay.
He asked that question. He's like, how can I go in there and pet that lion?
So, apparently there's a show about a guy who raises tigers in Oklahoma.
The Tiger King?
Sure. Before the guy was the Tiger King or I knew anything about him, he came to Wichita Falls and
actually one of the guys lives in Burke.
But they did a deal with KFDX, their local news station, and they were in the local mall.
Yeah.
And they set up these tigers, and every one of these tigers looks drugged and doped out. Look like
they probably were
a cheap hooker on a Miami corner.
Yeah.
And it's one of those deals where you sit down next to the tiger and put your arm around it and take your picture with the tiger. And
most of the people wanted to take the picture with the cubs, though. It's more easier to do the cubs. But yeah, they drug it. What I didn't really watch the whole series, but yeah, they drugged the holy hell out of the tiger before they actually. It really was for the enjoyment. Johnny made one of his no.
You know what? As long as we've been talking, that might have been the same one that was in that Maria was
yes
questioning.
Yeah, it was probably that one. Of course, we didn't get a face from the other people because they have that poker survey. So
right.
But yeah, it's a common practice. I mean, there's a lot of animals you can do that with, but there's certain animals you can't. Like alligators, can't do it with alligators.
Yeah. Yeah, those people kind of. I question.
Yeah, they're far out.
I question their mental fortitude.
Yeah,
a little bit interesting.
I was like, someone was talking to me about bears after I said, you know what, I want a bearskin coat. You know, physically go out, hunt the bear, pick it up, and everything like that.
Okay.
But they're like, how can you do that? Bears are so majestic. Google brown bear eating deer.
Have you ever seen the video of the eagle that's standing on the antelope's back, just eating the antelope while it's alive?
Yes. And the antelope screaming.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the deer.
Dude.
The bear and the deer. Brown bears and black bears, they will hold you down and eat you.
Right.
But grizzly, those are straight out murky you. They'll kill you, then eat you.
Huh. You know what? I'm going to say bear is not one of my top 10 ways I want to die.
I don't know. What if you knew you had cancer, you had a couple of months to live and everything, and you could either A, spend time with your family, or you could go out with like a king.
So if you're going out like that, are you going to, and you're dying as that bear is chewing on you, knowing that you are helping that animal survive in the animal kingdom, do you think there's like a Sarah McLachlan?
I'm hoping I'm taking it with me.
Do you think there's like a Sarah McLachlan song going on in your head? Like an ASPC, a PETA song going on?
Is there a heavy metal song that says, I'm going to take you with me?
You know what? I don't know.
Because he could choke on the tumor.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
That would be interesting. It's like, how did this guy die? I have no idea. This guy got like ravaged by this bear, but this bear, how did he die? And they do an autopsy and they find like the big tumor, like
so
baseball tumor.
Here's another interesting bear story. I'm trying to remember where it was. I believe it was in Wyoming.
Are you talking about the recent bear attack?
No, this was a few years back.
Okay, because there was a recent one that they.
Right. This was a kid that was getting attacked by a bear. Him and his dad were on an archery hunting trip.
Okay.
And the bear was mauling the kid. Dad stepped up with his compound bow, let the arrow fly, hit that bear right in the spinal column, and dropped it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, if you're that kid, what do you get your dad for Father's Day?
Brass balls.
Yeah. Perhaps.
I mean, he's already clinging anyways. You just might as well just put him on the mantle.
Oh, yeah.
And show that this is my dad. Oh, did you see the young, it was a teenage girl, and she pushed that bear off the ledge?
Oh, that's insane.
Dude!
The bear
I was like, balls!
I mean,
brass balls! And come to find out, if you actually listen to the video and everything, and this only took like 16 minutes, but I'll complicate it together. But what had happened was the baby bears, that was the mother bear that she pushed off, and the baby bears were down there with the dogs.
Oh.
So the mother bear, but she just goes up and just pushes this bear.
Yeah.
Like it was like, I was like, bitch, and just knocks it down.
Out of my yard.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh. I mean, that's some cojones that I will never have.
You know, you got to wonder what that girl's background is.
Yeah.
She was like, a bear doesn't bother me.
Or that cop here recently that lifted up that SUV off the woman's head.
Pure adrenaline. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Pure adrenaline.
Because they had a sunroof and her head was...
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and he literally lifted up... He didn't like... I watched the video. He didn't... Superman it.
Right, not Superman. Comic book number 1.
Yeah.
What is that?
Action Comics number 1.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, he didn't pull that, but still. All right, Mike. We're done with this judging. I guess. How soon is it going to complement everything together to for the judging?
I think awards go out at 4 o'clock, so I don't know what time it is.
It's 3:27, so 30 minutes.
You know what? Here in a couple minutes, we're fixing to auction off some cakes. So, yeah, definitely need to get.
All right, man.
All right.
Take it easy, Mike.
Thank
you
you.
for showing up and doing this with us.
It's a pleasure.